Hello, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Well, welcome everybody here. If you can hear me, let me know in the chat. This is John McLauchlan with J.A. Memories. Let me see if I can get this working because apparently my stuff is not working. Wait. I've got too many buttons. Got too many things going on today. But that's all right. So, with that being said, my name is John McLauchlan. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the show. I've got text coming in, and I've got yeah, it's fine. So let's see. All right. Let's see if we can start this over again. Hey, this is John McLauchlan with J.A. Memories. Welcome to the show. This is Tech Talk, January 30th. No, 31st. It is the 31st. I'm trying to get this sound off, and it's not wanting to mute. So I'm hearing myself delayed. The joys of technology and the lack thereof. We are grinding our way through just what we do here. So leave comments in the chat. We will be getting to those in a few minutes. Just to get things going here. And yeah, as you can see by the little icon on the side, we still have our Obsbot promotion going on. So we'll be talking a little bit more about that. So check that out as well. The link is in the description with that. But we've got an exciting show today. We've got it's been like Christmas here at the house over the last couple days. Getting products, getting demos, getting things in just for other clients, and just a few things that are helping get our space here configured. As you can see, I've got the video screen going. You'll be happy to know we will not be seeing ads like we did last week. I did get that worked out. The ads are not going to be popping up from YouTube. I have linked up the screen to a media server, so I don't have to worry about any ads. And the video should be long enough. I think I picked an 8-hour video. So assuming that I don't speak all night and chit chat till 8 in the morning, we should not see that thing end. And I'll be looking for new stuff to just play in the background. I figured today's video would be cool to see that. And there's this white thing singing behind me. We'll get to that in just a minute. So as I said, we've been getting tons of equipment, tons of things in there. And I do have some chat in there. We've got Jeff is saying hello, everybody. And hi, John. Hello, Jeff. Good to see you back on the channel. If you're joining on Facebook or YouTube, go ahead and leave a comment in the chat and we can bring it on. Also, we have our map activated. Let me see if I can do that. Yes, we have. The map is activated. We have there's Tulsa, Oklahoma. So obviously we've got a 1 ping going live from Tulsa, Oklahoma. I think that would be me, wouldn't it? I sure hope so. Anyway, so that's that. And then of course I forgot to turn off my key selection so that it doesn't bring up my name again. There's no reason to see my name when I'm looking at the map. I don't think so. So if you want to leave a comment in the chat with where you're coming from, we'll see it pop up on the map. So unless of course you pick somewhere in Europe, and then I have to change the view to be a little bit wider on the view. Right now, I don't know if I have any international viewers, so we'll see if anyone comes up there. You talking for hours? Question mark, exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point. That's easy. That is true. Believe it or not, I will sit and chat with anyone about technology for hours on it. I went and picked up a demo unit today, and it was supposed to be a quick pickup and then head back to the office to finish work. I think I ended up staying about 45 minutes to an hour, talking about things, getting stuff prepped for this show here, and working some deals out that I'm excited to tell you guys about as we go. So one thing that we always look for is a demo. I can't really have a tech show if I never demo anything. Demonstrations are what people want to see. They want to know what the equipment actually does. So we have our first demo lined up for next week. And it's this white box sitting right behind me. I don't know if you guys can tell what it is. And that's on purpose, because we will be discussing that in just a few minutes. So stay tuned, because that is coming. Also, like I said, the animation right here, the Obsbot Tail Air, we've been discussing it now for 3 or 4 weeks. That we have an affiliate link with them. We have we have linked up with them, and we were supposed to install the Obsbot Tail Air in a church this past weekend. That didn't happen. So we're getting ready to do that this weekend. I'm scheduled to go out to the church on Saturday and be out there for a couple hours installing the software, installing the camera, getting it all linked up. And in preparation of that, I have scoured the internet, scoured the servers, and looked at all the prep work for it. And I am excited to tell you, this little bot, this little web camera, is beyond me. This thing, I am excited to say, is something I am truly looking forward to, because the just the capabilities of this box, of this little bot, is phenomenal. Let me show you guys this thing here. Okay. Here we go. So this is the Obsbot Tail Air. Now, you don't get a true appreciation for this little bot, but this thing, think of a web camera that sits on top of your monitor that you would use for your Zoom, Teams, and all the other web camera things that you would do. But this little camera, so that's what the top portion of it is. It's on this side. That's what the top little piece is. It's just that little, that is the camera itself. The bottom part, which is right there, that is a gimbal. Now, if you know what a gimbal is what makes it able to be moved. Hence why it's called a PTZ. Pan, tilt, and then zoom for the lens going in and out. This little web camera, which Obsbot started out as a web camera. It was their answer to the age-old problem of getting cheap web cameras from all different makes and models. I'm not going to name any of them, but they wanted to introduce a new web camera. Well, they came out with the Obsbot Tiny and the first Obsbot camera. Well, they figured out that they could add tracking with the camera. So they came out with the AI tracking. So when we move, so like my camera right now, which is not a tracking camera, it is a stationary camera. I could move and then I don't stay in the center of the screen. Well, their little Obsbot would keep me in frame wherever I may have moved. Setting up multiple of these cameras will allow me to look wherever I'm at, change cameras, and look at my screens here, have a camera right next to it, and you'd all be able to see. Same thing with if I'm looking over at this station here. And then when I would move, all three cameras would move with me. Another thing about the little Obsbot tails and all the Obsbot cameras, they come with an app. So you can load the app up on your phone, whether it be Android or Apple. You can control all the functions with the app, and you could color correct these. The color gamut out of these is phenomenal. It's a 4K sensor, so you're getting a Ultra HD image. Color is great, clarity is great, and you also can control it through a laptop. Now, one thing that I have not been able to, like I said, I'm going to install this next week. But one function of this Obsbot Tail that I have been looking at and I'm excited to test is the Obsbot Grid. And that grid allows you to, without moving the camera, have a fixed image and then little boxes around for tight shot. Maybe you got a shot of the whole band and you want individual shots of, say, the the drummer or the guitarist or the lead singer. You can have those presets and on the grid, and then when you're streaming, because I forgot to mention, the Obsbot Tail Air streams straight from the camera to YouTube, Facebook, and other RMPT stream locations. So you would then have a grid. It's like having a virtual switcher without actually having multiple cameras. Now, for those of you who already have a camera set up, the Tail Air is for you as well. I don't want to do that. I want to go to that camera. There you go. The Obsbot Tail Air is for you as well, because the Tail Air has a built-in HDMI port in it. And depending on how far away the Tail Air is from your setup, you have several other options to run the cable. You can run it through HDMI. If it's longer than 25 foot, go with an HDMI fiber cable. They can go up to about 350 feet without signal degradation. So you can plug multiples of these into the system. You still can control them through the app for color control, turning AI tracking on and off, doing all that functionality, but you can still get the signal into your ATEM switchers, into your, maybe you've got another switcher that's not Blackmagic design, but that's the functionality. You can go HDMI. If you don't want wires and you just want to have a clean setup, you can run it on Wi-Fi and run it through NDI. They do throw that in. I am actually looking at the package, the bot. Hang my finger in here. There you go. The last package, the Obsbot Tail Air multicam combo. It's 3 tail airs, 1 tail air smart remote, which is a remote that you can control 3 tail Obsbot cameras with, and 3 NDI licenses. The nice thing about having the NDI licenses tied to a purchase, if you don't ever plan on using NDI, you don't have to buy NDI license. So you don't have to pay the extra cost for that. If you buy a package, then it's included. But if you buy the tail air by itself and you wanted to use the NDI, you'd have to purchase it. A couple other accessories that I would get, if I can find the, I found it earlier, and I have to admit, the website's not the easiest to navigate. There it is, accessories. So, of course, you have the Obsbot Tail Air. You have the ND filter set, the chest mount to be able to wear it and walk around with it. And this is what I was talking about right here, the controller. So you can control three of the tail airs on that. These are the other models they have. And then, of course, you have, and this is the other one that I would get. And this is an expandable tripod. Now, at first glance, you go, how in the world are you going to be able to use that? Believe it or not, this little tripod, because you got to remember, this tiny camera is about this big. It's not very much bigger than this microphone, but it doesn't weigh that much either. This thing expands out to get full height. Okay. I will be installing this next week on Saturday on this because the client has gotten one of these. So we should be able to do this. So I'm looking forward to that as well. So those are the 2 things I would purchase if I was going to buy. I don't have the funds yet, but somewhere down the road, I am looking forward to using the Obsbot in my studio. That would become, I know I've told you Blackmagic doesn't have small studio cameras that make it convenient. All of their cameras are actually so versatile in a outdoor and indoor environment that sitting a Blackmagic camera in the studio exclusively is not conducive, especially for the price. I would definitely want to use a Blackmagic camera. The Obsbot Tail Air, I could set that up in my studio and be happy to just leave it there. Now, I say that without actually seeing the imagery, without actually touching it. So I'm going to reserve complete autonomy to that answer until I get, I actually get to touch it and use it and then put it into my studio. So, understanding that without seeing it, I'm reserving some speculation, but I'm excited about the tail airs. They came on my radar couple 2 years ago. I saw the Obsbot, and then the tail air came out in November, and then I had a client who wanted it. Now, with all of that being said, I don't want you guys to miss out. If you guys are excited as I am about the tail air and you want to jump in and just go ahead and buy something, right now the website is having a sale. So a lot of their products are reduced from what they usually are. But here's the thing, guys. use the link in the description below. It helps the channel out. Doesn't cost you guys anything extra. Plus, if you use code JA Memories while you're checking out, you'll get a 5% discount. Okay? You say, well, 5%. Hey, any kind of discount is a discount. So use that in the description. Use that code, which is right there, in the checkout process, and you'll get a 5% discount. Okay? I just tested it earlier today. I know it works. So go get yourself 1, 2, or even 100 Obsbot Tail Airs. You know? Anyway, okay. So now we get into this white box that's sitting here. I have to admit, I am getting ready to pitch this unit that's sitting right behind me to a church. This unit, I still have to dig into some of the ins and outs of this product, but I'm excited. I get to hold on to this unit for 2 weeks. So I just picked it up today, so I am a little bit unknowing as to all of the ins and outs of this unit, but I'm going to flip it around a little bit so you can see what it is. Can you tell what it is now? This is a Sony projector. Now, this isn't just your everyday projector you find at Radio Shack or Best Buy. This is a 6400 luminance ultra bright laser projector. They have features in here that protect it, that give it the capabilities to operate in low light as well as bright light. And like I said, I'm getting ready to install this temporarily, that is, in a church to do a demo. I will take pictures. I will take some examples before and after, and just so that we can talk about this a little bit more in depth next week. I'll do a tour of the unit. I'll plug it in here at the studio and play around with it, see if I can push some content through it. And if it works out, I might actually push content. I'll clean this wall up over here and put the projector up somewhere over in this area here. And next week, shine some stuff on that. Just to play around with it. I mean, I haven't. I want to show you guys the video that announces this. This is the Sony. You'll love this name. It's a data projector VPL PHZ61. Say that 5 times fast. That's what it is. So let's go ahead and play this video. It is designed to hang upside down. This projector's got high quality and flexibility and long-term. And they're going to talk about the different features of this projector. High quality reality creation. Watch the difference between the two of them. They're subtle, but they're still there. I need to turn off the image here. There you go. And you see the difference in the quality of images of the competitors and their projector, and in low, medium, and high. And my understanding, and I'll verify this, that is automatic. You don't have to go in there and do it manually. So, high quality picture, bright view off, bright view on. So the clarity, so when you need to, you can increase the viewing capabilities. Market available projector, and then their projector. See the difference? A little bit of fuzziness, crystal clear. And that's the beauty of LCD. LCDs now are still top line. And you see how big they are. It's a 7-pound projector. I picked it up. The case that this thing is, it weighs about 50 pounds. Not quite, but still. It's heavy. I pulled the projector out. It was super light. I see this. You actually can sync this up higher in the grid and shift your lens 55%. 4K support. So if you've got 4K content that you want to push through this, it will play this. It will play it. That's big. That's big. That's competitors. This will play the 4K content. And they're comparing it to the Breva professional displays, which are expensive. Data cloning, I haven't figured out this quite yet, but basically they're saying you can clone your different, the same image through a USB port. So, and we'll go over the ins and outs as well. You see it right there, the ins and outs. A lot of flexibility in this little unit. So, yes, this is one of those pieces that I think are going to be a game changer for churches. Jeff, just ignore the last text message I just sent you. I think I was copying. It was actually just copying what I was just saying. So, I mean, seriously, guys, a projector and the price of this unit is not that bad. The unit has a great feature. They've got a lot going for this, and I knew I was picking up this projector today. The demo has been scheduled for 3 weeks, and I was driving into work today, going over in my head, thinking, what? I'll pause that a second. I want to show you that on the screen. So I was driving into the office thinking to myself, what products or what things do I want on a projector to make it good? Top of the line, 10,000 lumens. This doesn't quite meet that limitation. It's 6,400, but still, for the price point, that's a great deal. I wanted my inputs. I needed obviously HDMI. HDMI, a very user friendly. Everything's got HDMI nowadays, so I wanted HDMI. Check. Actually, that's 2 ports. I wanted to have network capabilities to it. Check. RCA video and audio preferred, but this doesn't have the RCA audio, but it does have RCA video. check. There are people that still use RCA video, composite video, for their videos and for their equipment. So you can use this. Also, a big one, VGA. A lot of places still use VGA as their main output of their computers. It's getting less and less, but there are still people out there. So this still has VGA in that you can do. So it's one of those things. Let me see if I can get back to the ins and outs. Where is it? There it is. I'll pop this up on screen. So RSS, the first one going from left to right, is RSS 232. That is your control. Then you have input D, which I have to look up and see what this is. This may actually be for your it says HD base 10. So that to me sounds like it's 10 gig port. Now it does say power supply, not sure what that means. Now you have your LAN for your basic regular internet, USB power supply. That's where the power supply is, the USB. Then you have USB hub. Now I am interested to see. The other item I wanted on there was a USB media player, so you can play media off of a USB stick straight into the projector. So I'm interested to see if that actually works. Video in, RCA, check. VGA, check. HDMI. You actually have 2 HDMI inputs. So you can have all of your inputs. It does come with a remote control that you can select your options. Then you have your audio in and out using 1/8" jacks on that. So I mean, it meets most of what I was looking for. Like I said, I've got to test out the USB port. I've got to check out the controls. I'm not sure what input D is. It makes it sound like we can play video through the network. And if that's cool, then you are able to play maybe even NDI imaging. So you can push your Obsbot Tail Air through NDI, through the network, over to your projector. So it makes it a great option for people who are looking for an easier way of projecting without having to run a long VGA or a long HDMI cable. Cat 5, Cat 6 cable is a lot cheaper than running a long VGA or a long HDMI. Whether you use a USB extension, VGA extenders, HDMI extenders, fiber, whatever, it's still, you're still limited by that. So it's interesting to see, and I'm excited to find out. There is a little 5 in there. I don't know if you saw it, but there is a little 5 in the mark, so that would indicate that it can handle 5e Cat 5e. So that's what's coming up this next couple of weeks. We've got the install of the Obsbot Tail Air and the demo of this. And like I said, I will be taking video and footage of this stuff and posting it online, the reviews, and I want to give a big shout out to my guys and girls over at Allied Broadcast Group here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They have been so gracious over the years whenever I need a demo or whenever I need items. I will be working with them here in the next couple of months to get more demos in and actually get my hands on equipment. So I'm excited with the partnership that we have with Allied Broadcast Group. You can check them out online, alliedbroadcastgroup.com, and they sell all of their equipment. They are a seller of both new and used equipment. They are certified by several of the major broadcast companies, Ross, Sony, and they've got so many. I don't even know all of them that they have. New Tech, I know they have a certification with them, so you know that they have quality equipment. And I have purchased equipment from them. They are true to their word. They are trustworthy. So I'm excited about the partnership to work with them, and also to get my hands on a few of their equipment to go from there. So, okay. I need to send a quick message. Do that. Make sure Siri's not on. Send a message. Okay. So, with all of that being said, what's all your thoughts? Let's go over to the chat, see if there's anything in the chat. All right. Let's see. Jeff's commenting, if someone gets 100 Obsbot units, send me a few. Well, it depends on who it is. I mean, obviously, if they've got the money, I mean, I would love to be able to install Obsbot Tail Airs in a bunch of churches. I know several churches that use their phones as the device for the live streams, and the Obsbot Tail Air would replace their phone. They would you obviously would still use your phone for the app, but you would then have your phone plus the image on this thing, and you can't get away from the fact that it's got auto tracking on it. So, and here's the thing, it will do auto tracking for humans, pets, and objects. So, almost anything. So yeah, that's I would probably buy 100 units if I had the money, and install them in all the churches that I go. All right, so Jeff says nice small projector. Yes, it is. The projector is not as big as. Now he might be joking here. I don't know if he's joking or not, but it actually comparatively in a industry for this quality of a projector, you are talking a lot heavier, a lot more to it. Sure, you can get a lot smaller projectors, but yes, it actually is a small projector, respectively. But again, it is for a install of major institutions. You can install this in your home. My sister actually has a Sony projector in her house instead of a TV. So, because one thing I'm going to be testing is what the distance is. I'd like to know what the distance is to get a 100-inch image. 100 inches is your largest screen right now that a consumer can buy. So depending on how much distance you need to be able to get that will determine where it needs to be in the sanctuary. Where is the lens for that, baby? The lens, I don't know if you can see it. Turn this off. This right here. So that is that's where it is. No, I really don't know. I predict some really good movies night at John's home in the coming days. Yes, maybe. Obviously, it depends on if they're good movies. Granted, I don't need a projector. I got enough screens right here to do movie night. So now, if it does do short distance, 100-inch, yeah, I might throw my direct TV into it and it's yeah, fun times. All right. So it's built in. Many large ones need a long lens. Yes. So this is a fixed lens. I do know that. It's a fixed lens. So I don't know. Again, I'm gonna have to wait till I get it actually installed somewhere and tested. But a few things to keep in mind when you're discussing lenses is you have the distance from the front of the projector to the wall or screen or whatever. What is that minimum distance to get a focus? And how big do you need the image to be in order to get a decent image? And that all comes down to the size of the room. A small office space, you can get away with 100-inch screen projected onto the wall, and and everybody can see it. In a big, humongous ballroom or in a sanctuary where you have 1,000 to 5,000 people, this may not fit your budget. This may not be big enough for you. So you always have to consider this image. Now, at 6,400 luminance, it should be able to shoot reverse, so through a screen, so you can shoot it reverse. You tend to need a little bit brighter to get a decent image through a rear view projection. But I may or may not have an opportunity to test that. I have to see. Also, some projectors will have a wider angle. And that's something else I need to look into, is how wide this projector is. The wider the angle, the closer the projector can be to the wall and still get a large image. So a wide angle lens will tend to give you more flexibility because you can shift it closer to the wall and still project out. Now, I did see on this projector, it's got 2 dials on the top of the projector for your lens shift. So that in projector language, that is keystoning. So when you shoot down or up, the image kind of flares out or in like a trapezoid or whatever it's called. So keystoning it will shift it back so the image is straight. Well, on some projectors, and I actually mentioned this to myself this morning, going, I really wish the projector would have side keystoning. So if for whatever reason your structure isn't such that you cannot shoot straight on the wall, your image is, you're either shooting to a slanted wall, or you have to, you have center and then you have to shift left to right. This actually does some side to side keystoning. So you can shift the lens left or right to kind of get that keystoning. So instead of looking sidelong, you can shift it back straight. And I'm going to test all that out, and do demos and see how good it really is. Because those are all caveats, because when you hang a couple $1,000 projector up in the grid, you want to make sure it's secure. And not always is the secure right there in the middle. Sometimes it's off center just a little bit. Now, I don't think you can send it all the way over to the left of the wall and expect to see in the dead center of the room a projector, the image. I very much doubt you're going to get that much of a degree. But I could be pleasantly surprised. Who knows? So yes, the projector does have the lens inside. Let the kids and the wife pick the movie. Yeah, well, the wife and the kids might work, but the wife might pick something I might actually enjoy. But knowing the kids, if I let my daughter pick, it's going to be the Paw Patrol, one of the Paw Patrol movies. And maybe we'll watch a Paw Patrol movie just for the fun of it on a 100-inch projector. So who knows? I'll take pictures of it and post it on the social media posts. But again, I will do all this over the next couple weeks, and test it all out. Look at it, take it apart. I'm not taking the projector apart. I'll critique it. Don't think I'm taking the projector apart. It is a demo unit. I do not own it, so I will not be taking it apart. So, yes. So, with all of that being said, let's get out of here. Let's look at this, see what's going on here. All right. Now, anything else in chat? Leave me a comment. Is there anything else anyone would like to know? I do have a couple pieces up on the display over there, right in front of the screen. It's kind of hard to see because of the mic. I am getting ready, as I mentioned last week, to redo my space here. I am, besides cluttered, I think I'm beyond cluttered. I think I'm, at this point, overwhelmed with wires. So it's going to be a complete rip out, and reinstall. And I want to rearrange the desk so I can utilize more space over there behind my computer desk right now, and have a working demo desk where I can actually show you all products instead of just seeing it behind me. And if I can get my cameras to work, my remote cameras to work, be able to shoot and share images of what I'm doing while talking on the screen. I am upgrading my stream decks, getting some more ins and outs on that, reworking the OBS and working some new stuff there. Okay, Jeff has an awesome question on chat that I think we should attempt to answer. Anything you'd like to know? Why is the school sky blue? That's a great question for the Lord. Have fun asking him. I'm sure there's some scientific answer out there as to why the sky is blue and the grass is green, and the and the cows give white milk. But you know what? I don't know what that is. So, and that has nothing to do with technology. So I leave that in your hands. All right, I think we're done for tonight. We are excited about what's coming down the line. If this is your first time catching JA Memories, thanks for hanging out with us. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel on YouTube, and don't forget to hit the notification bell, because all of that helps the channel out. Over at Facebook, you can join the Facebook group, JA Memories. Also, you can share the videos. They're on Facebook. It looks like a little arrow. Just hit that and share it with whoever you want. It does not bother me. Also, on YouTube, share the video. Go have fun. Link any of the other videos that are on my on my YouTube channel. Share them. Share them on your Facebook page. Share them on your YouTube channel. Share them on TikTok, Instagram, wherever you might want to go. That all helps the channel. And if you're watching on the replay, remember to tag in the comments, #replay. Leave a comment as to how you liked the video. And if not, just leave an emoji, you know. As one of my streaming friends say, it helps the engagement. So, also, don't forget, tomorrow is February 1st. We have made it through 1 month of 2024. The year of 2024 is already on to a great start. We already have gone 1 whole month of 2024. If you watch my Biblical Reflection show on Sunday nights, which you can also find on YouTube and Facebook, you will know that starting tomorrow for the month of February, we have a challenge going on to read 1 book of Proverbs every day. There are 29 chapters in Proverbs. Proverbs is a great book for finding wisdom and seeking after wisdom with the Lord. So we are doing that challenge. If you want more information, go back to last week's Biblical Reflection on Sunday. And we'll also be talking some more about it on Sunday coming up, 8 o'clock on YouTube. Don't forget, you always can catch us live right here on Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock for Tech Talk. And we will have another awesome show next week. I've got a lot coming down the line in the next couple of days that we will be discussing on Tech Talk. Plus, I will keep you up to date until when we will be ripping out all of this stuff and redoing it all. But I've got to wait a little bit because I got to get the funds to be able to do it properly and not just do it piecemeal and have to do it again later on. So, stay tuned for all that. God bless you all. We'll catch you later, and we will have it there. Jeff is saying, tomorrow is February? Yes, tomorrow is February. God bless you all. Have a great night, and may you be blessed in everything that you are doing, regardless of where you are. God bless. See you next week.